Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have, I probably can see it already, it's the McVities Hobnobs Milk Chocolate Thins. So following the recent trend of making so-called thin versions of biscuits, McVities have jumped on the bandwagon with a few of us. I think they've done a few digestive ones. We'll review more of them soon as well actually. But this time it's Hobnob Thins as well. And Hobnobs, those you don't know, especially chocolate Hobnobs, I think my favourite biscuit ever. I think they're so nice. I do love them a lot. So I'm pretty excited about these. The other thins were quite nice actually. Definitely punched above their weight. They weren't like groundbreaking or earth-shattering or anything like that, but they definitely hit the spot. And those were digestives, which I can take or leave generally as a biscuit. Well, they were milk chocolate ones, but even so. But Hobnobs, I did this a while ago, I think, in my old Hobnobs review, where I've done a review with all the other Hobnobs that were around at the time, a year or so back. Basically, yeah, I think we did a survey at my work. We asked a few people, what's the favourite biscuit, and pretty much everyone said chocolate Hobnobs. It was just the biscuit. It's just the biscuit, So yes, it's quite a reasonably nice packaging. I think it does have blue packaging in the regular Hobnobs packet. Those who don't know, Hobnobs is basically like a sort of OT biscuit. Generally, so quite big, chunky OT bits in it. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, but very nice, and unlike a digest, which is kind of like just a crumbly biscuit, the Hobnob is kind of quite OT, I think you'd say. Might not be OT, but that's what it feels like. And this is obviously the thin version, so it's very thin, half a centimetre thick. Well, or even thinner than that actually, millimetres, a couple of millimetres maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, so it looks quite nice. Let's have a see what it says. So it says delightfully delicate Hobnobs covered in milk chocolate. There we go. You can see it's new as well, new. Forgot to mention that, but you probably saw it. No artificial colours or flavour, no hydrated vegetable oil. So it just basically gives you the same detail on your side. A bit of stuff going on here. So it says thin, crispy, delightfully delicate. And it says delightfully delicate a lot. Delightfully delicate, thin and knobbly Hobnobs with a scrumptious smothering of smooth milk chocolate. That's what it says. So there we go. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm so excited. So generally these ones, you can tell already that you can double these up and eat them, doubles. So that's quite nice. But a bit of a sneak preview. I'm about to review these here, digestive sort of central filling thins, which almost defeat the point of having the thin one. But we'll see what those are like in a bit. Sort of beat me to my technique of doubling them up. Okay, so calorie wise, it says per biscuit 6.3 grams, 31 calories, 1.4 grams of fat. 0.7 of which are saturates, so it's not bad. 31 calories. I think a regular biscuit is probably 80 odd calories, so they're considerably lighter. And it's got another description here: thin OT biscuits covered in milk chocolate. So they are quite OT, which is what I thought. And as I said a couple of weeks ago in another video, it's got this coat of arms for the Queen's seal of approval or something like that. By appointment of Her Majesty the Queen, Biscuit Manufacturers, United Biscuits UK Limited or something like that. It's really quite small writing, but something like that. So there we go. So it's very warm here today, so I'm doing a lot of biscuit reviews past couple of weeks just because it's so warm in the UK at the moment. So any chocolate, as soon as I try and touch it, it'll just start melting and becomes a real mess. So hopefully this heat wave will stop soon. I can start reviewing more chocolatey things, but obviously it's these are not by no means a compromise. So there we are. Right. So it's got 1, 2, 3 healthy balance on the top as well, trying to tell you where to balance out your food. Hold a biscuit in each hand, that's what my mum would have said. That's a balanced diet. There we go, so let's give them open. So it opens sort of like a little slot at the top. This tray contraption, you can see, so automatically, something that annoys me is these big gaps at the side here. Well, not gaps, but paddings at the side. So, it's clearly, so why, annoys me automatically. So it's a good, you're missing out on a good 4 biscuits in total there, aren't you, really? Yeah, pretty unremarkable packaging on the inside. You can see they look quite nice. They look very thin though, as you can see. So because it looks quite thin, they do sort of remind you a bit of some kind of low-fat cracker type thing, like a Ryvita or something. Let's get in there. So it is a bit melted today, so it's going to be quite difficult to handle some of these. Nice chocolatey smell coming from them. Bit of a shame, there's not much room there. As I say, you could argue this is for padding or whatever, but clearly, it's just, they could have made the box a good 2 centimetres smaller. I'm going to try and get them out. Let's see, so how many do we get in here? Let's have a look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28 I've counted. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 28. So it's 28 in there. No, not too bad. So I'm trying to get one out. So I'm doing it in a funny way because I'm trying to do it in another way because it's so hot. Just gonna, as soon as I make contact with the chocolate, it's just gonna melt. Okay, so I took a few out here. Got a few out for tasting purposes. So let's give them a quick measure. So let's give you a few actually first. So you can see, it's got like a sort of layered, smothered chocolate there. That's quite nice. Yep, a bit thin now, as you can say, but that goes well. They are thins. I mean, the chocolate layering is quite thin. And they got this backing here. What it says actually. What does it say? McVities thins. So it doesn't even say hobnob, but you can see the OT bits there. It's very much like a hobnob. You know, these OT big bits. Quite nice. And yeah, so measurement wise, what have we got? I'll measure at the bottom, a bit easier. 5.5 centimeters in diameter. Height wise, roughly about 0.4 centimeters, 4 millimeters. Yeah, that's quite nice. Let's try to give it a quick snap. There you go, so you can see. Yeah, quite nice. It's quite, very thin layer of chocolate. Thin biscuit as well, which that's, well, it is thins, as I say. So, okay. There's much more to say on that. So let's lift me up. Hello. Yes, hello there. Yeah. So basically, before I do all this, I usually, basically check that the camera's level and stuff like that. So when I lift it, who knows what happens? It might not be level anymore. So I do apologise if it's suddenly gone wonky. Of course, I've got to look in this bit here, but basically the whole screen of the camera's here. So sometimes you'll see me looking off centre. So I do apologise for that. It's difficult. Okay, so let's give these a taste. Yeah. Very nice, actually. Yeah. Definitely tell they're a very thin biscuit, though. It's nice, but they're not. They don't come across as the same taste as a regular hobnob, because the biscuit's a lot thinner. It just seems to. It tastes a bit more. I don't know. It doesn't taste quite the same. Basically, I think it needs. It does lose out because it's thin. It's not like you're getting the same, but just less. It does taste dramatically. It tastes less as well. The flavour's not as good in the biscuit. Chocolate's quite nice though, but yeah, I'm missing out on that hobnobby taste. I think it's just not quite there. I'm going to double this up now. Or double up technique I was talking about. I mean, defeats the whole point of it, really, doesn't it? But but even so, still probably less calories than the regular hobnob. So let's give it a go. Yeah, I definitely think it's where it's at when you double them up there. It works quite well as well. You don't all collapse and things, which you might think. So it's like a proper, getting good bites in there. I mean, that's probably the way to do it, really. I mean, as I say, it does kind of defeat the whole point of it. The chocolate's nice, the biscuit's quite nice and oaty, but there's no getting away from the fact that it's just not as nice as having a regular hobnob. There's just something missing, It's just not. I don't know how that's the case, but there is. And I do have a trusty cup of coffee here, not a cup of tea, cup of coffee, unfortunately. But let's give it a dip and see, because I mean you're always going to dip hobnob, aren't you, really? So I'm going to do a double dip, so the double over one. Yeah, that's lovely. Like all biscuits, as soon as you dunk them in a hot drink, they do taste even better, and it's very much the case with this. Yeah, really nice dunked. I think that's definitely where it's at as well. I'll try dunking an individual one. There we go. So it seems to hold together quite well as well. And again, it just brings out the chocolate more. And I think it does make the biscuit taste a bit more I don't know, it seems to take away from that sort of weird, I won't say quite say cardboardy is a bit unfair really, but it's got like a, when you eat them just on the run, they just don't quite taste like a hobnob, and you just have a sort of another taste to them, the biscuit. Yeah. It just doesn't quite work as well. It's a bit of a flat taste. I don't know. That's yeah. On their own, you're not getting a sort of low. You're not really getting a sort of low calorie hobnob taste. You know, well, when I say that, you're not getting like a smaller hobnob. You're getting a sort of I would say a different taste, a sort of a compromise here, and I don't think that's what you want. If you're getting these, you know, you're getting them because you want a hobnob taste, just in a bit of a lower calorie format, really. But you're not really getting that taste. I don't think it doesn't quite hit the spot as well. When you double them up, you get a better taste, definitely. But again, you think, well, I'd rather just have a hobnob, really, and I think you would just rather have a hobnob. But when dunked in coffee or tea, and a hot drink that melts the chocolate and sort of softens the biscuit, you really do. The flavours do come out a lot better, like with all biscuits, really. So that's definitely where it's at. But I think perhaps unfair to mark it up because of that, because I think that's just the case anyway with most biscuits. I mean, some of them, well, it's a bit unfair. Well, maybe a bit unfair because I think some other biscuits I've reviewed, I have sort of said, oh, they're amazing when dunked, and that's where the flavour's at. I think which one was it now? I can't remember what they're called now. The Leibniz biscuits. Yeah, Leibniz, whatever they're called. Those ones when dunked were just out of this world, really. So these ones, yeah. So maybe I'll try and be consistent. So I think a good 4 out of 5. I think when dunked, it's where it's at there. But 3 out of 5 when you don't dunk them. I think Hobnobs are pretty much a 5 out of 5 biscuit for me, especially chocolate ones and dark chocolate ones. So that's where. So they're not as good, these ones. Is long and short of it. So, but you know, I think it's better just to have one hobnob. One chocolate hobnob rather than a doubled up one of these. I think it's just may as well do it. You know, it might be a couple 20 more calories or something, but I think it's definitely where it's at. It's definitely better. But I say if you do have these, double them up and dunk them in a hot drink. That's the way forward. Right, okay guys, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my videos, follow me on Instagram as well, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, see you later. Bye.